And it seems like Wiggy says it all the time. They could basically have their way with the AFC, certainly schedule-wise, going forward.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a great win. Happy for Coach Vrabel to go to his own old home and beat up on the Titans. And it's good. I was with Drake last night. I was at the YMCA. They have a Legends Ball every single year.
Sick brag.
Well,
bro.
he's there. He's obviously there helping the community because he's a community guy, and it's for inclusion. So it's including children with disabilities into everything that they need. And society and feeling like they're welcome, and they do a great job with that. So it's the Hockomock YMCA Legends Ball, and he was there, full support. And I haven't really been around him that much, and he is big. Like, not only is he big, he's fast. Yeah. So it's almost like the Cam Newton thing. One time, Cam Newton, it was the first time I ever played against Cam Newton. He was running onto the field, and I remember looking at him thinking to myself, wow, that guy's impressive. Like,
big dude.
He's a big dude. So
that's what you said about Greg during the break.
Yeah, well, that camera angle was low to high. Low to high is never
Stop
flattering.
with the camera angle. Like,
it's got to go high to high.
I'm operating everything here technologically myself. The
well, that's good.
The studio, like everything.
For a man of your age to have that technology,
right.
The understanding is amazing. But anyway, Drake, he's playing great. I think that one throw, to Diggs on the sideline, it was just a quick get the ball, get it out of his hand, bang, bang play. It's one of those plays that when you're watching that happen through other teams, say it was Kansas City or one of these good teams, you just say, wow, that looks so easy. How come we can't do that?
Right.
And now we have plays where you're like, wow, that looked pretty easy. Why can't we consistently do it? And we're doing it consistently. Right. So even scoring before the half, like, well, it'd be nice to kick a field goal here, which, let's just get in field goal range. No, they score a touchdown. We haven't done that in a long time.
Right.
Yeah. So it's nice to see the vertical passing game getting down the field. Now, this is the only thing that I have some concerns with moving forward. It's nasty out right now, right? It's raining.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward, we potentially might have some wet, nasty, windy games in New England, which is we're used to that.
Right.
What's the first thing that gets affected in a windy, nasty day?
Passing on.
Throwing the
football down the field. And what do you need to rely on in those situations?
Running the football.
And what else is more
important?
Ball security in a running, control the clock type game. So I think moving forward, you got to continue to work on the penalties, get better in those certain areas, but running the football when you want to run the football and protecting the football when you need to protect the football are the two important things in a November, December season in New England where you're going to have a game coming up. We haven't had one yet. It's been pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had a wet, nasty, rainy, cold where
week one was really the only one
that was it.
gross.
And what happened?
They lost.
Right.
Yeah, so
Is your confidence up on Ramondre Stevenson now after that?
Yeah,
one?
I mean, I don't think you look at the situation earlier in the season and the way Vrabel handled that was, hey, we need him. I'm not just going to say, no, you're not playing anymore because we need you. The team needs you. So hopefully the more consistency, holding on to the football can push him into a better mental state where you're confident, you're just playing, you're not worried about anything. So having a good, solid football game like he did last week is a good step in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely helps with the
they certainly were more successful last week, but the difficulties they've had when it comes to running the football, do you put that more on the backs, on the line, or on Josh McDaniels?
No, I think it's a combination. Anytime you have success, it's a combination of things. It's the play call, it's the execution, and how do you actually go out there and block them up? How do you run the ball? How do you there's plenty of times where the offensive line could block the right guys, but the back misses the hole. So, there's you always watch the tape back and you say, man, you got to stay front side. Instead, they see something and they cut back because as a back, you're just taught to do naturally what you feel is the right thing. And then there's that versus the play call. So maybe as they continue to move forward and they work and they get better at it, there's cohesion in this is how we're blocking it. This is where you need to go. So trust it, because sometimes as a running back, this, it's there and it's not. real quick. So, hey, the hole's there. You just can't stutter or stop your feet. You got to hit it and you got to go because once it's there, but it closes in a second. And once it closes, you're done.
And that's the thing about when you have fumble issues, when we talked about this with Vrabel, is sometimes the back gets too scared and he's running through the hole with two hands on the football, which slows him down, not being explosive. And that you might have saw from Ramondre a few times, but now that he has the confidence, he can just get back to – because they always tell you, a good running back will tell you, just stay on him because an arm tackle's not going to get me down, right? So as a run blocker, just stay on him, stay engaged. I can run through an arm tackle. But if you're kind of stuttering like Ninko says, then it allows those other guys to get into the fray when it starts to come to tackling.
But to Ninko's point, if you've got rainy, windy games coming up, how can Ramondre run through those holes with only one arm? Like, wouldn't that be...
No, you always got to run through it with one. You got to be confident in you're high and tight and tucking the ball in. Like, you have to be confident because no running back's running through a hole with, like, two hands on it like this is 1925 and, it's...
But do we have the confidence in him to be able to do that, especially in a game where the weather is going to be a factor?
Well, he has to have the confidence in himself, and if he can string together a few games where he's not fumbling, then that's going to help him. But a coach is going to tell you, hey, I want you just going through there. Don't hug on that thing like you hugging on to your last woman on your last night on earth.
It also changes your personnel and your packages. So if it's a rainy, nasty game, and hey, there's not really a chance of there's more 21 personnel or 22 personnel. There's not as much 10 or 11. Everyone's like, what is that? 2 backs, 2 tight ends, 2 backs, 1 tight end, 1 back, 1 tight end. 10 is 1 back, no tight ends, 3 receivers. So with that being said, you go into a game that's really nasty. It's wet, it's raining, it's windy, and you have a whole game plan. You might have to just scrap it. Like, hey, we can't run what we're running in this week of practice because we're not going to be able to do it. It's too windy. We can't get the ball down the field. The kicking game is the first thing affected by the wind. So you might have to, instead of kicking the field goal, you might have to go for it on 4th and 2. So it really changes your mental approach to, if I'm a defender and I know they really can't throw the ball, well, we're going to stack it up. We're going to stop the run. So when both sides know you got to run, it just comes down to who's more aggressive up front. Who's got the better front, who's getting off the ball quicker, who's got the better hand placement, who's pushing people around, and it comes down to mentality at that point.
Nick, do you think that Drake has it?
Yeah, I do. I think he's got it. Yeah. I mean, I think we've already seen it. I think we've seen it right now. And, I think coming into this season last year, he wasn't the starter from day one. There was... he looked good, some flashes. He looked bad, some flashes. Oh, man, what's he doing here? What's he doing there? But like I said last week, it's a perfect combination of coaching, Josh, putting him in the right position. He's trying to protect himself better. I said coming into this whole year, the number one thing is going to be the offensive line play. Number 2 is going to be who's going to be the other receiver other than Diggs, which is Booty now. Mm-hmm. He's making plays. He's the guy. And who's the pass rush? My 4th thing is the quarterback going to make sure he doesn't put his head down and take on contact, and is he going to avoid contact? I think he's done a good job of sliding, getting out of contact. I know last week he had the little backwards tackle there.
Can't do nothing about that.
But you can't stop that. Like, you're literally just getting thrown down and your head whips back. So, I think he's done a great job of learning from last year to this year, and he's only going to get better. He's only going to get better, folks. So the arm talent is there. The athletic ability is there. The size is there. Right. And when you see him on film and you don't really walk up to him in person, you don't realize he's 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big
Rob
boy.
Ninkovich. Rob Ninkovich, thank you. We will try to have video game consoles and ping pong tables and cornhole boards for you next week.
Okay. Perfect. Let's do it.
If that makes the atmosphere better, we will be all over it. That is Rob Ninkovich.